Hello folks, Rabbi Cukierkorn here. The commentary about this week's Torah portion, it's called Mishpatim. Mishpatim means laws or rules. It comes right after, in the text, of the giving of the Torah at Sinai. Because it becomes evident that now Moses is in the process of starting to build a nation, and issues will arise that need jurisprudence. The Ten Commandments are nice, they're just a general guideline. Now, begin getting more stuff. Evidently, this Torah and the written Torah, which is the Torah, we have the 5 books of Moses, it's not enough. So we have Jewish law, something called the oral law, which is the Mishnah, eventually the Talmud, that will create then all the kinds of rules and regulations for the Jewish nation to continue to exist. I'd like to point out to you one that I find very, very interesting. It's my belief that all laws, all rules that we have are meant to dignify people, to make them feel good about themselves, to build up humanity. There's one law that I believe is meant to degrade people. So what's the law? It's the law of a Jew who becomes a slave, and then, according to the Torah, he's supposed to go free on the 7th year, on the sabbatical year. However, that guy was given a wife by his master, so now he likes her and he wants to keep the wife. And if he goes free, she would stay with the master, so he's in love with her. And he comes to the master and says, I don't want to go free, I'd rather stay a slave forever. That is fairly disturbing. That I think, and what the Torah says we should do, we should take the fellow, take him by the ear, go in the mezuzah in the door of the house, and nail him by his ear to the door. After a whole procedure, he'll become a slave forever. And imagine the humiliation it must have been for somebody to be in front of everybody. These people are not living in suburbia, they're living in the center of the city where everybody's seeing this, somebody being humiliated that way, and then he becomes a slave forever. And why? I believe because more even than people's dignity, building up humanity, the Torah values freedom. And if somebody is capable of rejecting freedom, he is worthy of contempt. Even though it's not a very pleasant story at all, I think it does come to highlight important value in our tradition, that is, that life is not worth to be lived if you're not free. Shabbat Shalom. Hope you come to services on Friday night, 6 o'clock. Also, this Shabbat we have a family learning day, Havdalah. Call for more details. Shalom.